Meta says that the battery life of the Quest 3 is 2 to 3 hours, which it can be, but if you turn on a 120Hz refresh rate and use mixed reality, then your battery life can actually be significantly less than that. So if you want to play for longer, then you need more power. So in this box, we have a 10,000 mAh battery from Zyber VR that promises to do exactly that. Is it any good? Let's find out. Zyber VR did send me this item to review, but they're not paying for or sponsoring this video, so you will, as always, get my honest opinion. So why a neckband? Because it doesn't look like the most elegant of solutions. Like, why wouldn't you just put the extra battery on the headset? Well, fundamentally, it's about weight and size. Because a 10,000 mAh battery isn't small, neither is it light. And putting all that extra weight on the headset, which means putting all that extra weight on your head. And that isn't good for anybody. So if you can put that weight somewhere else that you're not going to notice it as much, that's actually a good thing. So putting that extra size and that extra weight around your neck kind of makes sense. Now, I'm not going to say that you don't notice that you're wearing it, because you absolutely do, but it doesn't feel anywhere near as heavy or as cumbersome as if you tried to put a 10,000 mAh battery on the top of your head. I do, however, feel a little bit like having some gurning competition, which I think, unless you're English, you're probably gonna have no idea about what I'm talking about. Look it up. You'll probably never look at these in the same way ever again. You get a cable with these that then just joins this to your headset. And again, 10,000 mAh battery is going to give you roughly about an extra 4 to 6 hours of gameplay on top of the battery life of the headset itself. Now, power though with the Quest 3 is no longer enough. So most battery packs with the original Quest 2 could get away with sort of trickle feeding the Quest 2, and it was enough to keep it fed. Quest 3 can draw quite a bit more power than the Quest 2 can. Unfortunately, with this neckband, that's not a problem either. So this neckband can provide up to 20 watts of output power to your headset. And considering the headset itself draws around 18 watts of power, you've got more than enough power draw here to serve your headset. It's also worth pointing out that it's up to the headset to decide how much power it draws, because it's a pull, not a push. So the Quest 3 has thermal management in it as well. So it will pull as much power as it can up until the point where it starts to overheat. So if you turn on 120 Hz and you're using mixed reality, then that's going to start causing quite a lot of heat in the CPU or the APU that's sitting inside here. So then the headset's probably going to draw less power. So battery life suddenly got a lot more complicated with the Quest 3. The short answer here though is that the neckband is providing as much power as it can for what the Quest 3 is going to draw, and that's a good thing. The neckband itself also supports fast charging, so it is going to recharge in a relatively short period of time. The neckband also has the battery that is actually detachable, so you can actually take the battery off the neckband. That is actually the battery. So you can take that off, you can actually charge the battery directly using the USB port that's actually in the top here. So you don't actually even have to charge it through the neckband if you don't want to. In theory, you could then replace this with another one if you wanted to, although at the moment Zyber VR aren't selling them separately, although that might change in the future. So what's it actually like to use? Well, I'm not going to lie and say it doesn't take an adjustment period, because it certainly does, because it does feel a little bit weird initially just have it hanging around your neck. It doesn't limit your movements at all though, and it connects easily to your headset using the provided USB cable. You can even use the provided Velcro strap as well to sort of attach it to your headset or your head strap to make it a little bit neater. Just bear in mind that you need to give yourself enough slack so you can move your head around without pulling on that cable. I'm not going to say it's perfect though. I mean, I wouldn't be rolling around doing combat rolls in a game of Contractors whilst wearing the headband or the neckband. It just wouldn't make sense. But for most games, it's okay once you get used to it. And I'd say it's probably a small price to pay for all the power that comes with this. So should you buy it? Well, it is a massive battery that adds significantly more power to your Quest 3 headset. It's a bit bulky, but you get used to it, and more importantly, it keeps that extra weight off your head. I will place purchase links to it in the description down below, so you can go check it out for yourself. And if you buy from Zyber VR Direct and use code MyTechGear at checkout, you'll get an extra 15% off. If you want to check out some more great Quest 3 accessory ideas, then be sure to check out the link up here. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and share it. Consider subscribing if you're not. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.